Alright, hey everybody, welcome to part 12 of Let's Play Breath of Fire 2. When we last left off, we were on the roof, saving a guy from being tortured, and we're going to continue on to go for a hunt for some ingredients. We need a cockroach, giant worm, and the golden fly. A second ago I was just showing that I did go to the store and buy some new items. You want to make sure you have a lot of help, BLs. At the very least, herbs, but I don't even think they sell herbs at the store now. So we're going to take this secret passage down very, very slowly. It's the reason you want to stock up before you go, so that you don't end up running out in the middle and have to come back and you have to ride these buckets again. It's very time consuming. It looks like this place is not so well known. It's a little bit unkempt. This fly is punching a fully grown man frog. It's time for us to step in. There's one souped up fly. Alrighty, we're going to do the less than heroic thing. We're actually going to defend. I'm not even going to try to fight him. He's too powerful. I know our differences in strength. No, actually, this fight is not a real fight. After 5 turns, no matter what, it doesn't matter if you damage him, he damages you, anything like that. The battle will just end. No experience or anything like that. We're just going to keep defending to minimize damage. As you can see, he had Egg Beater, which can whittle you down pretty quick. And he taunts us once more and flies away. What a jackass of a fly. No. I'll tell your family you died heroically, fighting a fly. Well, it's a good thing we're in the basement then. That's exactly what we need. Cockroaches and worms. I hate that guy so much. Alright, there's 2 new enemies for down here. Mimic, fake treasure chest, and the Arachnod. The Arachnod, being a spider, does what you think. He'll poison you. Otherwise, just normal attacks. And the Mimic have a new ability which they've already used. It's called Zombie, and what it'll do is if it connects, you see it'll say decompose at the top. And what's happening to Rand right now is he's becoming a zombie, which is not a pleasant thing. For the first turn, it doesn't do anything to you. You get 1 extra turn that you have a chance to heal it with, which Cure Poison takes care of. You're good. If you don't take care of it in 2 turns, and the fight's still going, if you end the fight before you change, then you're okay too. But you'll turn into a zombie, which means you are automatically dead, but you're still alive. You can't control the character anymore, and he'll start attacking your party members. So it can get pretty out of hand pretty quick. And then, of course, the fact that you're dead, too, is also pretty rough. Those 2 enemies are pretty much the only ones you'll see down here. There's also a 3rd random battle that'll show up, but it's actually not until we go into the other rooms. So for right now, we're just keep curing poison and healing up after every battle. You're not missing anything important otherwise. Dang. Something. Dang, that is a giant worm. Or jumbo worm, I'm guessing with the J. Alrighty, this is a train wreck of a boss battle. I'll just tell you right now. We do win, So no worries there. But this guy can wreck you, and I believe I demonstrate that pretty well. So he has quite a few abilities going for him. The main two that are, I guess 3 that are terrible. Sweet Breath, as you saw, it puts you all asleep, which is frustrating. He's also able to get slam attacks, which you just saw, and he's able to counterattack, which, if he got a slam earlier in the turn, the counterattack will also be a slam. And that was Rand's special ability called Wake, which is supposed to wake up party members. It did not do what it said at all. I've never seen that happen before. I was kind of in shock for a second. I had to stop and think what I was doing. So just about everything that could go wrong did go wrong in this fight. Nina, you pretty much won't see her do anything this whole fight. Anytime she wakes up, she's automatically put back to sleep again. Or I don't think she dies, so we're good there, but you don't really have much of a choice to keep attacking him, though. So you're just going to have to put up with a lot of the slammed counterattacks. Can work if you can get Nina. If Nina stays awake for a couple of rounds, you can actually cast Power Down and Defense Down on the Jumbo Worm. They will connect, and that can help quite a bit, reducing the damage and speeding up the fight, because you'll be doing more damage. But if you're unlucky like I was, she'll be put asleep right away and never woken up. He does also have a Poison Breath attack, which I believe he uses later in this fight. Again, I think I've said this pretty much every time Poison Breath comes up. It doesn't really matter during the actual fight, it won't do any damage to you. It'll only be a problem when you finish with the fight, you'll have to heal it. So be thankful when he does that, it's basically a free turn. So we are in quite a bit of a tight spot here. Rand's starting to become a bit of a tank, though, as you saw. 30 damage from a slammed, it's not bad. It's a good dodge from Rand. Oh yeah, what I did try here too is if your party members are getting put to sleep a lot and you desperately need them, and everyone's asleep now. You can attack your own party members with a regular attack. That will wake them up, as long as it doesn't kill them. Your parties are pretty strong, so I recommend never doing it with Ryu or Cat. Especially on Nina, they will pretty much kill her in one shot. Rand could probably get away with a punch. I'm really disappointed in his ability, the wake ability, as opposed to, specifically for that job, is to wake him up without doing much damage. So finally I gave in and used the ultimate ability. Of everything that you're going to be fighting down here, that was probably the best use of the dragon, so don't worry about using it right away. That guy is a beast. Oh, that was far from a weakling. Alrighty, so we're gonna heal up and walk all the way back. This place has a lot of random battles, quite like Nimifu's Tower. But thanks to the power of editing, you don't have to watch any of it. So you'll just see me heal every now and then and fade to black every 5 seconds or so, till we get out of this mess. It's a good experience at least, though. You'll level up a couple times. Cure poison, cure poison. Well, we got one of the worms, buddy. Looks like you're behind on this cooking contest. Alright, and we're just going to take the right path. If you want, you could take the right path first, but you really don't want to, I promise you. Take the right path first, you can get you can look for the giant cockroach, but then you'll have to backtrack all the way through here anyway to get the jumbo worm. And then backtrack one more time to the right path where the cockroach was. You'll see what I mean. So it's definitely better to just go to the left, take care of the worm first, get the worst fight out of the way, and then it's pretty much smooth sailing through this dungeon from here on out. The guts belt, not so good. It says it raises gut stats, but finally, here we go, new enemy. The last new enemy you'll see here, as far as random battles go. Poltergeist, as far as I can tell from the times I've fought them, they have no abilities. They just do regular attacks with Egg Beater. Other than that, like most ghosts, they have relatively high defense, but still not that many hit points to match up for it, so they still go down in a few attacks. I would guess they're weak to the Holy Dagger if you still have that equipped. I've changed to the Flame Sword. Oh, the tragic irony. These poor guards are being run pretty rough. So, blue cockroaches everywhere. You can block them with your party members like that. They just wander around randomly. If you touch one, or if they touch you, if they approach you, you have to fight them. They're not that rough. They only have regular attacks and slam attacks, which 20 damage, that's nothing to worry about. And they go down in a turn, maybe a turn and a half. I'm just showing you this one just to see what you're dealing with. Really, it's a time waster more than anything. Really good and patient, you can wait for them to kind of crawl different directions and you can avoid most of the fights, but since they're not that rough, it doesn't matter anyway. Alrighty, and here we have the stamina item. Kind of like the luck candy, it boosts your stamina instead of your luck. I think I'm going to give that to Jean too. I think that's my plan from now on. And there's the bridge where the giant worm was. Just to give you an idea of where we are. Nothing important. They are running through those helps pretty quick. Thankfully, in the room with all the cockroaches, there aren't any random battles to worry about. So if you just want to power through these pretty weak guys, you don't have to worry about too much else for the rest of this dungeon. That being said, Cat did die in the last fight. I got a little careless. I just turned on auto battle. And they got 2 slams in a row on her, so. He's laughing, but he also sounds nervous. I think he's running out of places to run. Here I got pretty lucky, and they've kind of all walked away from me that time. And that last one I just felt like powering through. I wasn't going to wait for him to get out of my way. Oh, now we have the big roach. I want to make a joke about Papa Roach, but I won't. Well, I guess that kind of was, sorry. Alrighty, the giant roach. He has a lot of hit points, which can be intimidating. However, he's got nothing compared to that worm. All he has, regular attacks, and the occasional slammed. That's it. And he's also weak to fire, and so Ryu with his flame sword is going to be doing hundreds of points of damage every turn. And there's really, that is all that's it to this fight. You can turn on auto battle if you want, which is what I do in a second. He should go down in about 4 or 5 turns. Nothing to worry about. He's not putting us to sleep, and he's not getting slammed counterattacked on every party member. Just regular fighting. And there's a strange occurrence right there. With the counterattack, it did 94 damage, and then its regular attack did 188. So I've never noticed this before, but I think counterattacks might actually remove the element of the weapon you're using. Which is kind of strange. Well, I don't know if it'd be, I guess, a glitch or something. Something I never noticed. That's that. The roach is dead. Heal up one more time. Last room. Make sure everyone's okay. I thought about using. I did use the wisdom fruit. Give Ryu some AP. So his dragon spell won't do full power, but he'll do a nice chunk of damage. Alright, he's got nowhere to run. He has to fight us now. This is the real deal. I was going to open up with a strong dragon spell and try to end this quickly. As far as I could tell, the gold fly does not have any real elemental weakness. I tried a little bit of all of Nina's spells, but none of them really did too much. Gold fly, kind of like the cockroaches actually, he doesn't have much to worry about. He's a little bit stronger than the cockroach, but other than that, he's only able to do physical attacks. So he'll get slammed, he'll get egg beaters, and he'll also get counterattacks. But compared to the worm, his slams and regular attacks are nothing. I said they're nothing. Why did you kill her? Well, except for that one instance where it killed Cat in one hit. They're nothing. Go ahead and try to revive her. Nina's in the back row, she's okay. And that's the end of the fly. Cat missed out on some experience, but that's okay. I love that. That was one of the first swear words I ever saw as a kid. Oh, damn. Alright, so we've caught the mastermind of this whole basement. Once again, exit is not usable. It's not the most reliable spell. So we will have to walk out of here. So we're going to go ahead and revive Cat and heal everybody up. Thankfully, even since we've destroyed the king cockroach, giant roach, whatever, all the blue cockroaches are gone. And there's still no random battles in these rooms. So that's a nice chunk that we don't have to worry about fighting stuff. We almost make it out of here completely battle-free. One more for the memories. And that's about gonna do it for the dungeon below Simafort. We have all the ingredients, so we're gonna head on out. All that's left to do is climb back up the Tower of Water Buckets and go see Gene. We'll give him all the ingredients. However, I decided to save that for Part 13, because the cooking contest is enough to fill up its own segment. So instead of having a super long episode that would probably go on to about 40 minutes, I decided to cut it short, and this one's about 21 minutes. You have that to look forward to now, instead of spoiling it with all the excitement. I'm going to cut you short this time. I am going to show one more part before I end this one. And that is if you go through the other door here, using the key that the man gave you, you get the money that he talked about. So it's a quick 1,000 zenny. Downstairs this leads to an area that's blocked off by a guard that you can't get to anyway. So we'll worry about that next time. Alrighty, so that is the end of part 12. Thank you so much for watching as always. And I will see you there for part 13 and the cooking contest. And we will see who the real imposter is. Alrighty, have a great day. See ya.